Repeat after me. I am already qualified for my success. I am already qualified for my success. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance, and that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, with that being said, because there is no right or wrong way to heal yourself, always and only take what resonates as well as leave the rest. So if it doesn't apply, then it's not in line, which means it's not for you, so don't force it. As well as grab your pens, grab your paper, and be prepared to take notes. In this video, we're going to go over and discuss why you're already qualified to become successful, as well as some recommendations, some reminders, and some disclaimers if you are struggling with doubt or insecurities. The first thing that you need to be aware of when it comes to you becoming successful is that you're qualified. So before I give you the rest of the disclaimers and the recommendations, I need you to put it down in your notes. I need you to affirm it out loud, and I need you to put it in the comments and say it with me. I am already qualified to become successful. I am already qualified for my success. Until you program your mind, your subconscious mind, until you take the time to process what is being said, until you gain a certain level of confidence and trust and conviction, you are constantly going to doubt yourself. You're going to believe all the negative thoughts about yourself, whether it's from people and places and things that are outside of you, from experiences from your past, or an old version of you that you need to outgrow and that no longer exists. You mentally have to identify that you are capable and you are qualified in order for you to do something. Until you make the decision, which is going to be the second thing, that is where you're going to struggle. And that's the only reason why you're struggling, is because mentally, in your mind, you don't believe it. You're not going to see a vision if, one, you don't put your feet towards the action, like you make progress, or two, you have the idea. In order for you to become successful, it has to start with your reality. It has to become a mindset. Until you learn how to reprogram your subconscious mind, how to have these positive beliefs, how to become confident, you're going to struggle. And that's the second thing. You have to learn how to take time to get rid of any old mindsets and any ideologies and any beliefs or any limitations that no longer serve you. If you're new here, I have over 1,000 videos going over how to think positively, how to reprogram your subconscious mind, how to become confident. If you want a new and updated version, drop the word confidence or mindset in the comment section. And if you're new here, once again, we're here to motivate, educate, and inform on this account. You mentally have to prepare yourself in order for you to become successful. Anybody could put in the work, and you may be putting in the work. You may have started a journey, you may have a goal, you may have an idea, but the reason why you still don't believe it is because mentally there's somewhere deep down inside a thought or a memory telling you otherwise. You have to learn that in order for you to understand that you're already qualified to become successful if you're struggling with this doubt or this negative mindset. The third thing you need to do is identify, why do you feel like that's not true? Why do you feel like, if you don't believe in what I'm saying, if you feel like you are not already qualified, why? The third thing you need to do is identify why. Why do you feel insecure about your goals? Why are you doubting your success? Why do you feel like you're not capable? There's a reason why. And the fourth thing you need to do is take the time to process why. Until you know your why, you're not going to make the necessary changes. You're not going to stop focusing on people and places and things that are no longer for you. And that's the fifth thing. When you decide, because success is a choice and a lifestyle, when you decide that you want to elevate and heal and become abundant, you cannot do what you used to do. So you're going to have to go through periods and seasons where you may feel a temporary form of discomfort. Things may be unfamiliar. You may not always have a sense of security or a sense of direction. You may not even have everything that you need, but you have to know that if you want to do something, you're capable of doing it. So now, when it comes to the first recommendation, in order for you to know that you're qualified, you need to figure out what it is that you are good at, what it is that you are willing to do. What are you wanting to do? What do you want in life? Let me know in the comment section. You guys be watching these videos. Stop watching them just to watch me. If you just want to watch me and whatever you feel towards me, follow me on my personal accounts. I have personal YouTubes, I have personal Snapchats, I have personal where I live my soft girl life. But if you're on this account, it's because you want to be confident. It's because you want to heal yourself. It's because you're tired of PTSD, OCD, ADHD, BPD, anxiety, depression, all these labels and attachments. You're tired of past trauma. You're tired of feeling envious. You're tired of feeling insecure. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? If you're not taking notes, what are you doing? If you're not engaged in the comment section, what are you doing? Because that's another thing you have to realize. In order for you to even understand your why and what it is that you want to do, you have to be intentional. And that's the second recommendation. In order for you to know what your strengths are, you need to know what your weaknesses are, which we talked about as well as what you're paying attention to. What you focus on is going to grow. So if you're not surrounding yourself with people like myself on this account who's motivating you, educating you, uplifting you, pouring into you to help you become successful, you're wasting your time. You have to realize that the reason why you don't feel like you're capable is because you are surrounded by people and places and things who are not pouring into you. You have to be okay with knowing that if you want to be successful, you are allowed to. And that's the fourth thing. You are allowed to take as much space, as you want to. You're allowed to be as confident as you want to. You're allowed to become a millionaire. You're allowed to eat healthier. You're allowed to travel. You're allowed to get in a relationship. You're allowed to be a healthy wife, healthy husband. You're allowed to have healthy kids. You're allowed to buy cars. You're allowed to look good. You're allowed to smell good. You're allowed to make money. You're allowed to do things as long as it's not degrading, demeaning, disrespectful, or hurting or harming anybody or yourself. That's the only thing I don't condone, as long as it's not negative. You are allowed to do those things. So until you write down your notes, okay, until you put it in the comment section, time is just going to go by. You're the only person who feels like you're not going to become successful. And the fifth thing, it doesn't matter what people have said about you. It doesn't matter how people feel about you. If they're not financing you, if they're not feeding you, if they're not pouring into you, if they're not helping you become a better person or better version, it doesn't matter. And I'm speaking from experience. Out of the 29 years of my life, it's not a lot of people who poured into me. It was not a lot of people who financially funded me. It was not a lot of people who motivated me or elevated me or people I could say I look up to. I have a little bit of mentors that I've had in my life and my journey, and I've met a couple, not a lot of people I thought highly of. You can't be worried about what people think about you. What you define as success may not look like everybody else's, and that's okay. Stay in your lane. Mind your business. But if you're going to be here for 2026, this is the type of time that we're on. Because honestly, at this point, we're at a point where we're starting to see our fruits of our labors. If you're not starting to see the fruits of your labors, if you're not seeing results, that's on you. It's only so much that I can do. Like, you have to step up. In order for you to be successful, you do have to put in work. In order for you to be successful, you do have to take time. You scroll on YouTube, you scroll on TikTok, you be crying, you be whining, you be reading the Bibles, you be reading the Qurans, and you still asking for a sign. How many signs do you need? When are you going to stand up? Because in order for you to know that you're capable and already qualified to do something, you have to have a certain level of conviction. And that's what we said in the beginning. It's not arrogance. If you know that you're the most skilled person at starting a business, then you will feel confident in you putting in the work to achieve your business. If you know you're the best dressed, the flyest girl, the flyest guy in the world, it's no reason for you to not be capable to become a model or to become a stylist or to get into fashion. If you know you're good at building houses or architecture, it's no reason for you to not take the initiative to educate yourself and do the things that you need to do that. The problem is a lot of you all want somebody to do everything for you, and that's not what we do over here. I'm not here to enable anybody, and I don't like people who feel entitled. You should never feel entitled to wanting what somebody wants, when you're not even willing to step in their shoes. Put my shoes on. If you want the life that I want, if you're really that inspired, you feel that influence, put your shoes on. If you can't carry the weight of the boots, don't walk in them. I'm not here to waste nobody's time, and you all, because I love myself, you all are not going to waste my time, okay? And if I didn't love myself, if I didn't respect myself, because that's another thing we do over on this account, we respect. We don't always have to agree. We're not always going to, have the same perspectives, because life is about perspective. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to yourself to not put your time, energy, and effort into the things that you say that you want, but then you want to complain, or then you want to be envious, or then you want to catch an attitude. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. And because I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, it is what it is. Is my content for everybody? Absolutely not. Everyone's not a go-getter. Everyone's not a hustler. Everyone's not a boss. All tea, all shade. It's 2026. It's currently March 2026. Let me know when you're watching this. You know that you're already capable to become successful or not. Once you make up in your mind that you are capable, that you want to become successful, you need to act on it. Once you mentally make up in your mind, this is my Cynthia Evervo meme, if you guys know who that lady is. She does that thing where her finger is on her head. It's so funny to me. But once you make up in your mind, all seriousness, that you want to become successful, you need to start doing the things you need to do. And what nobody tells you about becoming successful is that you have to put in the work. So it's like, if you don't have all the tools and the resources, you're on YouTube, which is Google, search engine, look it up, go to the library, read a book, ask a friend. The things that you want to do, you have the resources to some capacity. If you had no resources to some capacity, you wouldn't be on YouTube right now, which means you have internet, which means you have a search engine, which means you have a phone. 6'7", as the kids like to say. Do you want to become successful or not? I'm speaking from experience. What has helped me along my healing journey to know that I was already qualified to become successful was knowing that I was capable of putting in the work and that I wanted to be successful. You have to want to be successful in order for you to be successful. So if you want me to make that into a separate video, let me know. But if not, send and share this video to somebody who is serious, because at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to grow, and the people who are commenting and engaging and taking the notes and are inspired, we're going to get to where we need to be, and we're going to live the success that we want, because we know that we're capable of, and we took the time to do the work. And when you know you're capable of doing something and you're doing everything that you can, it's only a matter of time. You don't have to compare yourself to people. You don't have to feel like you're behind in life. And like I said, you don't have to worry about people talking or judging you. The people that are talking and judging you are on the sideline. They're a peanut gallery. They're spectators. They're not going to grow. Nobody who's ever talked down on anybody or judged anybody for doing things that made sense to them ever got successful in life. So you can either be on the sidelines and be a part of the peanut gallery, or you can be on the other side and you can work towards the things that you want in life and live your best life, because that's what we do over here. Life is about choices. So with that being said, I'm not going to make this video too much longer because I feel like I've already said everything. Like I said, if you want something specifically, let me know. Make sure you guys are following me on all my social media platforms. All the information is down in the description box below. As follow me on my Instagram and on my TikTok. That's where I go live to answer you guys' questions in real time, so we can get what we need to do and do what needs to be done. And if you guys are interested in the service in a session, let me know. I also have my website in the description. And yeah, like, stop wasting your time, because at the end of the day, until you take the time to become successful, your life is going to continue to go on. And you don't want to grow old in life and become bitter, like I said, and continue to be envious of people, places, and things, when you have the time to be on YouTube, watch this video all the way to the end, and apply the same energy for yourself, okay? I love you. You are loved. Until next time, peace.